Why could I hear myself? Oh wait. Ah. I got the audio spinning. This is the worst. Okay. Everything should be working. It should be live. Everywhere I need to be live. We have a lot to do today. What's new, right? Detotated Wham. Oh. I'm like strangely organized today, but also deeply disorganized as a person. So that's great. No idea if that's like a behavioral trait that will ever change. But that's all done. Stream will start in like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. And I hope all my stuff is connected, which it should be. Cool. Wait a second. Okay. Which is connected. I just need to make sure that my one dark, depressing thing that always happens is when YouTube does the thing where it doesn't go live. So I'm just sitting here thinking I'm live and I'm not. Let's just make sure. Okay. Oh, I was asked to verify my account. Okay, that's great. Fun. Baltimore? Oh, am I using a I'm using a fuck ass VPN? What's actually wrong with me? Uh, let's not be doing that. Okay, everything's fine. I was on a VPN and it like literally broke everything on my end, but now it's all fine. Now it doesn't matter. Now it should be all perfectly good and happy and joyous and everything I've always wanted. Oh, hello, Buyo. Hi. I hope you're well. You're feeling beautifully great today. Wait a second. I had a really funny idea. This is gonna be my favorite thing ever. Sometimes I have these ideas that are exclusively for me. The funny isn't for anyone else, but if everyone else finds it funny, that'll be great. Hey, Olafemi, what's up? Femi, why are you awake at this time? Don't you? What am I, his mom? What am I, his dad? Like the fuck? It could be. You know, why don't I become everyone's father? Wait, what's 70% of my time, Requiem? What are you saying about me? What slander are you spreading about me in the community? Hey, Briar, what's up? Making jokes for yourself? I mean, honestly, yeah, that's like most of the stream. It's me sitting here going, "This is funny because I like it," and then the rest of you are like, "I don't understand what this means," and I'm like, "I don't give a fuck. I don't care." Listen, off of me, I'm just saying mean things. I was hoping it was late. Also, it's 4:30. Man, these East Coasters, man, they're fucking time. I wanted to be 4:30 right now. It's 9:30. I'm doing an early stream. Everyone been asking me to do it. So if I do a fucking early stream, no Europeans in the chat anywhere. I'm not doing an early. The only way I'm gonna get Europeans if I go an hour earlier than now. That's mean. I need that last hour for prep. How am I supposed to organize my life? How am I supposed to make myself 2 meals for second breakfast? I do a lot of meal prep in the hour before the stream. It's my favorite thing to do. Is to like really put myself down to the ringer and start doing meal prep. like an absolute moron. I'm doing great, actually. I'm doing a lot better. Not sick. I'm not exhausted. I have just been working a lot more than I should be. I've been working a ton, and on like multiple projects, um, which let's just say has kept most of my concentration. But for everyone who's like is then working on things he promised, I am making progress. Um, and I've been having some good conversations with some people. I don't know how things are gonna go, but let's just say things are moving. Things are moving. There's like a big investigative thing I need to work on that I've kind of held back on working on for a while. Um, I'm probably gonna start that this week, and then we'll be able to talk about that in a future stream. That's really it. I have a question for everybody. This is an important question for the community. You know, how is everyone finding Webtoon right now? Sorry. One of the people I've been talking to about comics and stuff. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to open today. We're going to open today with talking about good, hard hitting news. We're going to go through today talking about Let's Play. We're going to end today talking about news that is not as hard hitting. No, you know what's funny? Okay, I'm going to actually tell you guys something. Also, Eric, I saw your message. I'm getting to that. But anyway, I'm going to tell you guys something that's really, really fucking weird, right? One of the things that I was working on for like 3 to 4 months that is never going to happen at this rate was I was talking to someone in the UK comic space that makes their own comics, and like has a printing house and stuff. And I wanted to do a live stream, not a live stream, but I wanted to sit down and record what it's like to print comics, talk to someone who does print comics, talk to someone about paper. And the thing is, I know we all kind of know stuff about it because we've all ordered from Mixam, but I wanted to talk to someone who's actually like an actual printer. Sorry. I want to talk to someone who's an actual printer. And I just think that the person I found wasn't the right person to talk to about this because they were very invested, but they were also very worried about people stealing their secrets. I don't think that's normal behavior. I think it's just this one person. And I think when I speak to other people, it will be different. But I just know that that is not happening. That was like 4 months of back and forth, asking questions, trying to learn the bounds and the lines in the sand, because they just didn't want me to ask certain questions that I thought were too important to ask you. That were too important to ask for you guys. So, we'll see. Maybe I'll just do it some other time. Maybe I'll get lucky and one of the printers I know will be going to Thought Bubble and I can stop him and talk to him and interview him. Anyway, is it time? Fuck, it's time. Oh my God. Oh my God. Everybody, it's time to party. Party. Ice cream. Wait, that's a Powerpuff Girls reference. It's time to party, everyone. It's the single greatest day to party in the world. It's World Let's Play Day. It's World Let's Play Day. The greatest day ever. Who made it? I made it. I made the day. It's the day. It's my day. The best day ever is World Let's Play Day. And we're going to talk a lot about Let's Play today and about Manji. And I'm going to show you some stuff. Tylenol background. Yeah. I'm a Tylenol baby, man. I'm a Tylenol baby. Like, are you surprised? Are you actually surprised that I'm a Tylenol baby? Is anyone in chat surprised? No. Like, I don't know why. But no, we're gonna talk about Let's Play a lot. But I think we should open by hitting some news about our favorite company. Okay. Let's start here. Guys, you remember this stream is sponsored by Tylenol. Dude, I wish. Oh my God, I wish. I would literally take $50 for a Tylenol sponsorship right now. I wouldn't even care. I don't care how much money it is. I just want to say I'm sponsored by Tylenol. If I get a Tylenol t-shirt from them and $50, I'm good and set. Honestly. Unironically. Happiest I'll ever be. Anyway, do you guys remember this webcomic platform that I told you about years ago? And I tell you about relatively often, actually, called Voice Me. Does everyone in chat remember Voice Me? Everyone in chat, let me know if you remember Voice Me, right? But if you don't, Voice Me was a platform that existed, that exists. I'm saying that existed. God, the foreshadowing is real, and this foreshadowing is a literary device. The foreshadowing is crazy with this one. But Voice Me is it was a webcomic platform that existed in large part with one specific guy running it. This is the guy. This is his name. This is Dylan Metelano at what is called the AI Furnace at an event called AI Hot 100. Okay, this was 6 months ago. I also want to say something really important. Dylan is 23, 24, something like that. He's not very old. He's actually quite a young guy. And in this event, specifically, Dylan is meeting with a bunch of AI people to talk about how AI and anime somehow link. Doesn't matter. I've watched this interview. Everything he says is meaningless because he talks specifically about his platform, about how successful it is. And then he talks about how they used AI as AI as part of their way of essentially reaching audiences, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. What matters is this. From the moment I met Dylan Tilano, and if you want to be like, when did you meet Dylan Tilano, man? Look, this is my video. This is my live. I did a recorded interview with him. When I met Dylan Tilano, I said from day one that he is quite literally the scummiest man I know. I have said this from the beginning of time, that I don't like him. I don't respect him. I don't respect the things that he believes. I don't think that he is a person that is genuine. I have said this. I've been very gentle about how I've said this, but I've been very clear that I don't trust this guy, right? And I've been very clear to the comics community, don't trust him. Like, take his money. I don't care. Take his fucking money, but do not trust him. He will drop you like a bag of sand. And for the last 2 years, Dylan has slowly eroded any belief the people in his company had in him by slowly edging his way towards AI taking over the company. And this isn't just Dylan. This is multiple people in his company, and it's all on multiple investors at different points in his company encouraging him to go for AI. This is one of the things that has always bothered me about the AI revolution, is that everyone who tells you that there is some valid use for AI eventually goes from some valid use to all valid use. And here's what I'm talking about. Dylan's platform used to be a complete webcomic platform. They used to have a ton of webcomics, etc. This is a comic on Voice Me right now, right? This is a comic on Voice Me right now. But if you go to Voice Me now, as someone who has used Voice Me for the entirety of its existence and owns both versions of the app that they made, right? If you go to the homepage of Voice Me, check it out. Homepage of Voice Me no longer is a comic platform. Voice Me is a Gooner chat platform. Guys, it's time to goon. It's time to goon. Goon in the chat. Join the chat. Voice Me is now a Gooner character AI chat platform. Isn't that the greatest fucking use of comic IP? Isn't that the best place for your shit to go? Don't worry. The comics aren't gone. The comics aren't gone, guys. If you could discover Fables, look. They've got the Fableverse. Oh, that takes you back here. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the first link. Oh, the webcomic. Oh, that's where the webcomics are. Oh, and they have some webcomics. They're still there. They never got rid of them because they knew that they wouldn't survive without that audience. But they also realized after running at the Isekai.me service, the service that they started running at some point when I said they were using AI, and they went to Mind Fury, also known as Matt, one of the major people at the company, and I was like, hey, I heard that you guys are using a lot of AI, and that's concerning me because the AI use seems to be going beyond what I think. And then he says, we're only using it for Isekai Me, our AI character like maker, where you upload a picture and it turns you into a character. But it's all about studying this, right? Now, you might be like, Nen, why did you go even ask him about the AI service? It's just like a picture generator, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Well, the reason I went to ask him about the AI service is because through multiple internal people at Voice Me, I knew from day one that they were they were running a fucking AI tool internally and paying people like Third PHP, for example. If you look up Third, and don't give Third any hate, he's a normal, perfectly reasonable guy, but he needed money and he took money. And I knew they were paying people like Third, among other people, to draw for their shitty AI service and then upload their art to their AI generation tool. How did I know this, you might ask? Nen, where did you even get your evidence from? Why would you believe this? Give me a second. I need to find this thing I'm opening because I had a dramatic open and I scrolled past it. I have like a Google Doc full of links here and I need to get to. Nen, how did you even get any of this information? How would you have known that this was like a thing that you should look into? Well, because one of my many sources, because I had about 4, one of my many sources ended up eventually giving me a certain link. And this link was what really tipped me over. This is they may have taken it down. No, it's still up. Great. This is an AI generation website. Like this is basically an AWS server. For context, Amazon has a service called AWS. Doesn't matter. What matters is it's a server, a computer on the internet, right? This is an AWS server running an AI generation tool where the creators have to upload their art for each individual comic that is on VoiceMe. And these are all VoiceMe comics, okay? Along with a colorizer, a background remover, and a lighting effect remover, right? This is all paid for by VoiceMe. And this is an AI generation tool that uses Hugging Face, one of the image AI generation tools, right? So I knew from day one that they were lying about the depths of this, that they were paying multiple artists to create art that was supposed to go into their AI slot machine. And they were trying to coerce multiple different people who had IPs that they cared about in the company into taking a deal to have their art be swallowed and ingested by the shitty AI machine. It's very It's deeply like I don't think you understand how it is. Like, you know, like what the fuck? Okay, so they did all of this and then they lied to my face again. And I look, I'm not a fucking unreasonable person. If you tell me something off record, which you can ask me, can we be off record? 90% of the time, I will never bring it up unless you admit to something criminal, like an actual crime. Right? But like, I love how Linda is still back in the printed comic secrets bit. Anyway, unless it's an actual crime, it's off record, right? Off record always, unless you have committed a literal crime against a human being, like not even a petty crime, I'm talking like a violent crime, right? And so I would have just taken in, like, we have deep work, but we're not going to tell you about it. Fine. But this is what they were doing. They were eating people's art and turning it into like AI generatable slop so they could basically cut out the artist from the creation space. A thing that every AI bro says they don't want to do until they fucking do it. Sam Altman, hallowed be his fucking name, right? And so when you go back to VoiceMe and you realize that this Isekai Me shit was a way of them basically finding ways to was part of a plan to replace every artist on their platform with an AI generating animal, which didn't work out because it was probably too expensive. So they then switched to just selling you Gooner chatbots. Dylan, does your mother know what you do? Does your mother know that you sell a tool for 14-year-olds to jack off to Nami? Does your mother know that, Dylan? I'm not even trying to be an asshole. Like, do your parents know what you do for money? Because this is ridiculous. This is what you pivoted to with your millions of dollars from Marvel and DC and everyone else. This is what you pivoted to? Gooner AI? What are we doing? And you know what bothers me is that, like, because I know who Dylan Tolano is and because I know people at Webtoon and at other companies, this is mentally so close to me in terms of, like, I know people at several comic companies that would look at this pivot and then look me dead in the eye and say, sometimes you need to find ways to gain additional value from comics. The comics didn't go anywhere. They're still there. They just added a new way of interacting with it. I know people who would say that to me. I know them. I know their names. I could name them right now. And I think what also bothers me is this is copyright infringement. Like, unless they have like direct accepted access from DC and Marvel. I mean, which I know they know people there. I don't know how deep that relationship goes, but I can't imagine that DC is like, hey, is that Zendaya? Wait, what the fuck? Wait. That's Zendaya. Oh my God, the black women. Oh, black women, I'm so sorry. What the fuck? That's Zendaya. Dude, I actually can't fucking believe it. I thought I was gonna get like a little angry and move on, but I'm actually legitimately really fucking mad. Like I'm really fucking mad. What is happening in this company? Like this was a comic company that maybe fabricated its numbers and was generally, you know, a shitty place to work at, although it did pay market rights, and it did pay reasonably, and I've never said it didn't do that. But how the fuck did you go from I make shitty, low effort, low tier comics to Isekai Me to Gunnar Nami porno chatbot where you can talk with the sexy Jutsu Naruto clones to Zendaya? I can talk to Zendaya? I'm going to fucking kill myself. I don't even say that as a joke anymore. What do you mean? What? Drunk Gojo. This is for someone deeply rotted in their core, right? Like, this is for someone with a fucked up internal, like, something's wrong with you when you use this. Am I out of touch? Like, no. Actually, seriously, chat. I'm being so actually serious. If you tell me I'm out of touch, I'm going to instantly believe you. Am I out of touch? Do I just not understand what the kids want? Do I just not understand what people think is entertainment anymore? Am I so disconnected from entertainment that this doesn't make sense to me? Tell me, please, tell me right now. Because like, I was told that there was no AI, and then I was told that the AI was limited, and then now no one's answering my calls which is fine, because they're all fuckheads anyway. And then the AI is like, also, like, this is actually a very small complaint, but why is this video, AI generated video of Luffy low quality? Why is the AI generated video of Luffy like really low quality? What's happened here? What actually happened here? Why is it like, at least like let the video be a higher quality video? Most of the videos are like at least somewhat acceptable quality. Why is this? Oh my God, I still can't get over that this is there. Anyway, why is this video so legitimately low quality for the size it is? Like, I don't fucking understand. You know, this reminds me of one time when I was working and somebody came up to me and was like, we have a new comic editing tool and it's an AI-based one. And not only was it a lie that it was AI-based, right? Because they were basically doing everything manually and then saying the AI did it. Not only was that a lie, this comic MP4, that's what I'm thinking of. Oh, wait, guys, let's see this. Let's see. Let's see, were they still around? Yeah, these dickheads. These dickheads, they lied. They fully lied about their AI use. And I just keep thinking about this because that video reminds me of the shit that they were making. These two twats. I'm exhausted. This is what I came back to, man. Anyway, that's the industry as a whole. Okay, can I actually sit down with you guys? Come here, sit down with me in front of the Tylenol screen. My biggest complaint and concern about this AI thing isn't just I'm angry that some people fucking lied to me, because whatever, people lied to me. My biggest complaint about this AI move by VoiceMe, right? The fact that they've gone to using Gunnar Chat AI as their next major business thing, right? Is that like, is largely to do with the trends in media that I've been seeing over the last year, right? And especially really recently. So you guys already know that Sora V2 is out and all the other AI video generation tools are out. And like it's really good to see that the average man and the average person is pushing back on stuff like this. But it's really insane to me that a lot of CEOs and a lot of corporate people, what they tell you when you talk to them, when you speak to them about like the AI is being, audiences don't like AI that much. Is when you talk to them about the fact that like the AI tools have not achieved their promise of providing a better world for us, but instead have been used to market low quality slop in the hopes that it could drain some idiot's wallet into a multi-billion-dollar company's bank account. When you tell them that like the videos also are just not entertaining unless you have a brain that is firing all neurons at all times, that does not stop resting. I think what bothers me and where my head's at is that this feels like the death of entertainment. Like this whole thing, this move, this behavior, all the shit that is happening around me, it feels like the death of entertainment. And I'm saying this, and you felt this too. You've thought about this at least one time in the last 3 years. You thought about it when you see this new AI image generation tool, or this new AI bullshit, or the introduction of AI into every service, or the fact that like CEOs will look you dead in the eye and tell you that you need AI and then not be able to articulate a usable reason for it, right? They slowly want to erode the environment that we live in and erode the industry that we have built for them brick by brick. They've come in here with their money and their bullshit, and they want to tragically take us down, act like we're the villains, and then tell us to enjoy the slop that they've made. And that makes me feel like we are witnessing, at least in part, the death of entertainment. And I don't know if that's because something is fucking wrong with me. Also, how far back is Linda that Linda is saying the chat is late? Linda, what are you doing to me? oh, your message? Okay. Linda, you're so behind. She's so behind, by the way. I love her, but... What the fuck? I don't know. Am I fucking tripping? I'm eating chocolate, by the way. No, but chat, am I tripping? Am I tripping balls right now? Like the shit I'm talking about. Like, have you felt this? Have you felt? Because I felt it a lot, especially lately. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to expand on this, but at my last job, not my current one where I'm a teacher again, at my last job, I felt this at least a few times, and it's coming back into my mind. And I'm just wondering, like, what is wrong with me? Is it me? Is it them? No, but the thing is, this is not about progress, Requiem. Like, I'm just gonna highlight this chat real quick. Because this is not about progress. If this was about progress, these people wouldn't operate the way that they do, right? Like, they wouldn't operate the way that they currently do. This is about like the CEOs believing that if they just tell us to swallow, we will swallow. Eventually, we will all give up and swallow. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like a CEO is looking at me and saying, look, man, no matter what you say to me, eventually you're going to swallow my cock. And you just need to get over that. That's what it feels like. I'm sorry if that's like very like crass, but that's how it feels from here, man. I don't know. Because like when I talk to the average person, when I talk to like a regular person, like my mom, unironically, my mom, because she knows that I comment, she looks at me and sometimes she asks me questions about it. And I talk to my mom about comics, and she says to me, oh, what's this? She showed me an AI generated image, and I'll talk to her about it. And she'll be like, that's bad, because like art is important. My mom doesn't buy art, by the way, for context. She doesn't like comics. She doesn't like what I do. She only talks to me about it because she loves me. And she doesn't, and she doesn't even see that I'm upset about it. Like, because when I talk to her, I'm very neutral because of a lot of complicated reasons. And so I'm not upset in her eyes. I'm very neutral about the conversation. But she thinks it's weird. And so I think that the normal average person thinks it's weird. But they're just like, oh, well, the PC guys would do whatever they want, I guess. But I just see her, I'm like, are we fucked? Is Webtoon going to start making me goon to fucking Lando Calrissian? Can I say something really fucked up? I said, "Can is Webster going to make me goon to Lando Calrissian?" And unironically, my brain thought, honestly, that doesn't sound that bad. Ah, it's happening to me. It's happening to me. I'm going to become a Lando Calrissian gooner. Ah! Anyway, let me see what the chat said. Let me see what the chat said. I think there's a disconnect between autistic people and those that would use AI. I mean, I think to an extent. I don't know how deep that disconnect goes, but I do agree there's a disconnect. There will always be people who prefer man-made creations, probably have to rely on crowdfunded entertainment instead of corporate. Rely on crowdfunded entertainment instead of corporate. I mean, to an extent, I think the crowdfunding is one of the most important ways we have to go. You know? Like, I think to an extent, but like, if you go through crowdfunded entertainment, eventually you become the corporation. Eventually you do. And we can all say we hope and pray Webtoon doesn't go down that path, but like, gooning to Lando Calrissian is not that far off in the Webtoon future. You know what I'm saying? Am I making sense, chat? I don't know. Maybe I'm not making sense. Maybe I'm just an old man yelling at clouds. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go take a Tylenol. Because Tylenol is what made me. I am Tylenol. Mr. Ty, they call me. I am gonna keep making shitty jokes today. Anyway, that's my hard-hitting news thing I wanted to talk about. And those are my thoughts. I'm sorry if I bummed you out again. Forgive me. I know I yelled for a lot of this, by the way. Also forgive me for that. But I'm sorry if I bummed you out, by the way. Forgive me. I think like you, I feel very deeply impacted by this personally. Because I'm gonna tell you guys a really fucked up story. Okay. This was today. This happened to me today. Okay. So I've been looking after two dogs for like a while. And I go look after them often. Spending time with these two dogs. And I'm sitting in the house with the two dogs. And we have doggy TV on for them because it helps them feel better. And also they just sometimes like it. They don't always like it, but sometimes they like it. They like watching the ducks. Right? And when hanging out with the dogs, the doggy TV video ended, and for some reason it just brought up a short. You can sometimes get that on YouTube TV. It will just bring up a short, right? And it brought up a YouTube short, and I'm not fucking joking with you. It was Sam Altman as Skibidi Toilet. Like he was just saying things that I think were from the Skibidi Toilet script, but it was Sam Altman's head in like a toilet, which is clearly AI generated. And I'm not going to lie to you. And this is again the single stupidest thing that I have ever thought about, right? But when that happened, I unironically stopped everything I was doing and I just kind of cried a little bit in front of the dogs. They thought something was wrong and they ran on top of me. Because I was just like, I just stopped everything I was doing. I just sat down on the floor. I cried because I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? The dogs, this wasn't at my house. This is literally not at my house. So I go somewhere else. But yeah, I don't know. I really fucked my day up. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's such a sorry if that was like an unnecessarily real and stupid story, but I'm being so honest with you right now. That's literally how my day went worse today. Like, what happened? I was having a normal one, and then Sam Altman's Skibidi Toilet actually ruined my day. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Oh my god. Oh shit. Wait a second. I have to like reset one of the chat things. Okay, cool. There's one with him eating a fucking Pikachu. Man, I'm actually going to commit die if I see that video. I don't want to see it. Nobody send me Sam Altman eating a Pikachu. I don't think I'd make it. I don't think I'd make it through that shit. True story. The recruiter reached out to me on LinkedIn, and one of the first questions they asked was, "Now we use AI but just for coloring. Are you okay with that?" Oh, I think I know exactly who would have reached out to you. It would have been the people who make the webcomic writers. Probably them. There's like a really high chance that it's them. Yeah. People who make writers. What are they called again? Flag Cat. If it's not Flag Cat, it's fine, but I suspect it's Flag Cat. Flag Cat Studios. These guys, they use AI for coloring. They do. They've been making a series. They made a series which is honestly the worst thing I've ever read in my life. And it's the series is imagine famous writers had magical powers or some shit like that. Like, I'm not even joking. That's the series. Then they generally make slop. They make like Korean. They're trying to compete with Korean webtoons. That's what they said to me directly. And so they just make this kind of slop content that is just like leveling plus fantasy plus this. You know, throw it into a blender, pull something out. Anyway, let's move on to our next topic of today, our main topic of today. Guys, you ever heard of something called Let's Play? You ever heard of this indie title called Let's Play? Oh, it's two companies. Great. Gang, have you heard of this indie webcomic called Let's Play? I think it's actually crazy. I just thought it'd be really good to show you guys like a video I found about this indie comic. Let's watch it together. I actually want to see the Let's Play animation trailer. I haven't watched it yet. I have a lot to talk about her about, but I haven't watched the Let's Play trailer yet. Let's watch it.
時々思う。人生はゲーム。最難関の
Wait, is that supposed to be okay? Who's Link? Okay, maybe I'm so behind on Let's Play. I don't know who Link is.
クエストだらけの。一体どうやってプレイすればいいの？
Am I supposed to? 900 million global views.
ゲームが大好きだった。
Okay, can I say something? This statement, 900 million global views, is quite literally one of the most painful things because she's supposed to have 1 billion. She actually kind of got screwed over by Web2 for this one.
小さい頃からゲームが大好きだった。大学ではコンピューターサイエンスを学び、勉強の合間を縫ってルミネイトを作り始めた。ルミネイト。そうして出来上がったルミネイトは私の大切な宝物。それなのに。
もしこのゲーム開発者が見ていたら伝えたいことがある。こんなひどいゲームをプレイしたのは初めてだ。
マーシャルローの配信見た？
見た。ひでえゲームだったよな。
とにかくマーシャルローに伝えるの。あなたはプレイ方法を間違えてるって。
Okay, I'm gonna say something else about this. I've always said this about well, because the art doesn't look anything like actual Let's Play art. Because Let's Play art is actually painfully difficult to recreate and reproduce. Because of the way she does it. From everyone I've spoken to about it, that's a very consistent thing. They always call her like so good because her art is so difficult to reproduce, but she does it anyway. One thing I just want to say really quick. That argument that she made from the beginning of the series, I've always thought it was really stupid. And I know, like, you know, a part of the comic, they talk about that a little bit. But, like, I just think it's really funny that, like, she's always said you're playing it wrong. They're not playing it wrong. You designed it badly. Anyway, that's just me being annoying.
すみません。
この声。マーシャルロー
What is this narration?
なんでマーシャルローが隣に
おはよう、お隣さん。
眩しい。
サム、今度の休み、ハイキングに。
Oh yeah, okay, you know, I remember who Link is now. It all has come back to me because I just saw him in the cafe. The abs are crazy.
おはよう、ミス・ヤング。あなたは自己主義個人的な感情に流されてはいけません。
人生はゲーム。 それも最難関の対策 S ランク。
サム
様だ。
Wait, hold on, wait. I realized something.
様。
This is supposed to be the Welsh guy. This is the Welsh guy. This is the guy who's supposed to be Welsh. What's his name again? Fuck. It was at the beginning of this video, but it's the Welsh guy. Okay. All right. Cool, I guess. Everyone looks so different. Everyone doesn't look like the drawings from the book. But like, again, I said it earlier, hard to reproduce art style.
ファーストステージ攻略。レッツプレイクエストだらけのマイライフ。
I'm sorry, the ending theme feels too generic. Anyway, so what did we think, everybody? Did we like Charles? Oh, episode 1's on YouTube. You know what's funny? I made a Crunchyroll account so we could watch episode 1 on Crunchyroll. But apparently it's already on YouTube. We could just watch it. We're going to watch it. That's not a negotiable. We're watching Let's Play. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about before we watch Let's Play is, so everyone knows who Manji is, of course. Manji is a massive creator. She created Let's Play, and she was supposed to be creating, from what I remember, Dragon King's Oath. Remember that? Supposed to be on Manta last year. I went to check today just to see where it was. This was not even important. I literally was checking pre-stream because I wanted to like show pages of it. It's still not out. Dragon King's Oath was supposed to release last year, and it's still not out. And the reason I even think this is relevant is because I am a Kickstarter backer of Manji's. On her Kickstarter, Everdate, the Let's Play dating game, right? I played it on stream one time, like it must have been at least 2 or 3 months ago. And that was version 1 of the beta, and it was ass. Now they are on version 3 of the beta. We're going to get on that in a second. But one of the things I've been paying attention to is that Let's Play is now 2 years late on delivering. Dragon King's Oath is now a year late on delivering. It will be a year late in about a month or 2. And if you want to be like, Nan, why do you keep saying Dragon King's Oath is late? Because quite literally at San Diego Comic-Con, where's it? At San Diego Comic-Con, they unveiled Dragon King Oath art, and then they said it was going to be in the near future. That it was supposed to be released sometime this year, right? They insisted. It was announced 2023. It was supposed to be released 2024. So it is a year late. Oh, you were on the panel with her. Excellent. She did it twice then. Like, what the fuck? And then I'm just so tired. And then, so like, I was thinking about that because Dragon King's Oath is late. The Let's Play anime is out, but only 1 episode is out. And the Everdate Kickstarter that she did on her own with the studio that she started specifically to do, or like at least that she's working with, specifically to do this work, right, is also 2 years late. In fact, while they have been making the things, and I'm not going to say that she's like running away from the Kickstarter, she's working on it. They're actually so late that at this point, some backers are asking for refunds because of how long it's been. This game was supposed to be out Q1 2024, almost 2 years ago, right? And I messaged for a refund and was told no because betas were sent out. I don't think you can say no to people because betas were sent out, because I'm going to say something to you. The beta doesn't fucking work. And I'm not saying that to be like an asshole. At least it didn't work today. And it didn't work on any computer I tried it on. And it hasn't worked for about a month for me because the beta, and this is where I'm going to have to show you guys my screen. Oh no, I need to minimize this. Because the beta is an online linked game. My beta hasn't worked for a month. I want to be transparent. I tried it a month ago and I tried it today. It hasn't worked in that time entirely for me, right? And I've tried it on multiple people's PCs. If you got a DM from me today that was like, hey, I need to get on your computer, that's what this was about. I needed you to download this file and run it for me. And I got someone else to run it entirely. And it's because the game is online. It requires online access to play. Look. And I've tried everything. There's a retry button to reconnect. You need online access to play this game. If their server is down for any reason, guess what? The game that you spend money on is inaccessible. I'm not even trying to be an asshole at this point. And it's not me. You didn't ban me Or if you did, that's fucking insane. Because your game's not an online game. So you banned me from a product that I bought because your game is shit and I commented on that? That would even be worse, by the way. And I literally downloaded it. I want to be very upfront with you. This is version 3 of the beta. I downloaded it specifically to just talk about it. I wanted to just show you guys the game and be like, you know, they're on version 3 of the beta. It's probably better now. And yes, it is a single player game. You're like, why in God's name would they make the beta require internet access? I'll tell you why. Because some of the content, some of the DLC is probably entirely being run. Sorry for the big black screen. I'm just gonna fix that. Some of the DLC is probably being run from the internet. And I did clear my internet cache, Linda. I got 2 different computers to try it, Linda. I promise you I did my best. I promise you. I promise you. This game should just run. It should run. It's a single player fucking card game. It should just run. And like, I think it's on the online access so they can do DLC control for shit like they had a level, they made one of the backer rewards is a level out of Dragon King Oath. By the way, look at the fucking backing goals. Like the goals, there's so many things. The standees are at least 1.5 years late. The fucking game, the standees are over 2 years late. The game is 2 years late, almost. Like, it's DLC, because they have DLC. Dog, they have so much DLC. Let me show you something. So you can buy the game, or you can buy the producer bundle. These get you like a certain level of access to the beta, right? Let me show what else you can buy. This is exclusive of the game, by the way. The game and the physical rewards are just from here to here. You can buy a set of location packs. You can buy 2 sets of location packs. You can buy a story about her dad and her mom. You can buy a War Quest pack. You can buy a Ruminate pack. This is the one I think is based on Dragon King Oath. You can buy 3 different gender swap packs, and that's just split the characters into 3 packs. All these packs together, I think, cost about $30, $40. About $40. No, it costs about $50. Yeah, because that's 10, 25, 37. That alone is 24. I was so wrong. Anyway, it costs about $60. So the price of this is the price of almost, actually, no, about $70. This is all the cost of a full price game. Plus, of course, the game being $20. I have no problem with her charging whatever she wants to charge for her game. I want to be like so honest with you. And again, as Linda says in the chat, a lot of Kickstarter physical rewards are late. Production is difficult. Production is hard and difficult. People make mistakes. Things take time. I am not saying she's not going to deliver, and she's definitely going to deliver. But what bothers me is that the game is late. And also, even if you want to say, well, you have the beta versions, the game is inaccessible for at least me, if not other people. And yes, it wasn't accessible for other people on their devices. I checked. Like, so no one could play this fucking game. And it's probably something to do with like needing to migrate to Steam or something. Maybe I missed an update or something that needed me to migrate my account to Steam and not use the built-in betas that were given to me on BackerKit. But like, I don't know. I think it's still a little bit fucked up. I just think it's a little bit fucked up. The open beta, by the way, V3 was released in May. The last update was in August for game stuff, and then the physical update was here. And again, you know, the acrylic standees look lovely. So I'm expecting them to arrive, and they definitely will. They look great. I'm pretty happy that they're doing their work and they're having their good time as a studio, and that's good. But like, so, you know, I'm not claiming she won't do it. Hey, the Etherington brothers can take as much time as they need. They've published 7 books. I think an 8th book is fine. Let them have an 8th book. But anyway, I think my problem with this is just like, you know, game's not out. Manji, what are you doing? You're working on like sons of projects. And game's not out, comics not out. I guess anime's out. What's happening? What's happening in the background? And I really wanted to play the game today. I really wanted to show people the game. I wanted to be like, you know what? It's been a few months. It's gotten so much better. I genuinely did. I promise you, to my heart and soul, on Webcomics Hub's grave, on the grave of something I've worked on for 10 years, I promise you I wanted to show you a good thing today. And it was, no, by the way, project was funded in 2023, March. Project was funded in 2023, March. It's great. I'm so happy. Definitely not upset about this. Anyway, can we watch the the Let's Play episode? I want to watch just a little bit of it. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but I think it'd be useful. I think it's useful to watch. Oh, it's blocked in my area? Is it blocked because I'm in Europe? Is it blocked because I'm in Europe? If I use a VPN, I could switch locations and then watch it. Let's try a VPN. Let's try it before I go to Crunchyroll. Let's try a VPN. I'm gonna go to Virginia. Oh, sweet Lord. Is it? Oh, does it cost money? Okay. Wait, do I not have YouTube Premium? I don't have YouTube Prime or Premium or whatever. Wait, this is just Crunchyroll. They just want me to pay for Crunchyroll again. I guess I could just... I'm not doing this on stream. Whatever, let's go back here. Maybe it will let me watch the first episode for free because I haven't used my account in forever. I have to pay. Okay, fine, fuck it. Guys, give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay to watch Let's Play. I completely forgot to check if it costs money. I completely forgot to check. But I am going to pay, chat. I'm going to pay. Because I love you all. I'm gonna do this for us. Thank you, patrons, for letting me pay for the live for us to watch Let's Play on the live stream. This is what the Patreon money is going to, everyone. Oh God. Why is it? I'm having like the best time. I need to pay for this, and it needs me to put in my card information. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it would be good to compare. I do, okay, I need to change. What is happening? This is actually fucking nuts. Okay. I have paid. By the way, Americans who pay for Crunchyroll, you're getting ripped off. American Crunchyroll costs like $15 or something. British Crunchyroll costs $5. You are actually getting ripped off, Americans. I need to say this. You are getting ripped off. Anyway, we're back. I've now put real money into this, so we have to watch it. We have to watch it on stream. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna actually check something. There's this thing that YouTube does when your stream is like going to get taken down. It starts to tell you. I need to have a hearing to see when that happens, if it happens. Wait. I need to just make sure, is the video watching? Is it showing? Can we all see the Let's Play anime? Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna have to use this capture. It's black. So am I. DRM moment, honestly, to be quite frank. I know how to fix this. I don't want to, but I know how to fix it. Destiny is freeing us from the Let's Play. You don't want to watch Let's Play? You don't want to watch your Let's Play, everyone? Like, why? Why don't you want to watch Let's Play? Why don't you guys want to watch Let's Play? Let's Play is the best. Maybe it's not meant to be. It's too much work. There's like one more way to do it, but I just don't want to do it now. It's too much work. It's too much extra work for DRM protection. I want to work on it. Hold on, wait. I don't want to do a server watch party of this fucking thing. Like we can watch it on the street when on the server, but I don't wanna. I really just want to watch this once and never watch it again. I really, really do just want to like watch it one time, never think about it again, never watch it again. Because like, what if it's good? What if this is how I find out that it's like really, really good? Like, why does chat not want me to engage with the new media? Guys, why don't you want me to engage with the new media? Huh? It was okay until Depression Monster appeared. When did Depression Monster appear? Wait, in the game? In the anime? What's Depression Monster? I'm actually quite interested in this now. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, I fixed it. All right, chat. We're eating good tonight. I've got it working. This is how my stream gets taken down for sure, guaranteed. Jeez. Christ. I can like hear everything. I'm just gonna drop the volume for you guys, but yeah, it's loud. Okay. Wait, one, I don't know why the quality is so low. I can't actually do anything about that. It won't let me change the quality on Crunchyroll server. Like I'm not kidding. It's on the highest quality. I've done my best to put it on the highest quality. I promise. Two. Well, I think we're good. I think we're good. Crusty. Don't. It's actually. You know when you say crusty, I thought you were talking about Log Horizon for some reason. Okay. Everyone wants me to keep going. It's very American. Wait, are they like playing an MMO? Oh, okay. This is a very unusual start because none of this connects to like the comic so far. Right, but you know, like so far the animation is actually not that bad. But like I am fascinated by the fact that none of this feels like Japanese anime. But I thought there was a Japanese studio that worked on this. Am I wrong? Did they play an MMO in the first chapter of the comic? I don't remember this in the first chapter of the comic. Like I know there was an MMO, but I don't remember this early on. But maybe I'm just not remembering. Yeah, okay, cool. Ariadne. Isn't that... Oh, Ariadne is the name of a spider queen. Aww. This is just Final Fantasy 14. I was like, why does the UI look so familiar? It's Final Fantasy 14. Oh my god, this is the beginning of her love quest. Her house is too clean for a gamer. Also, is she taking vitamins? Fucking nerd. I never met an MMO player who takes vitamins ever. Okay. I'm quite happy that this has good animation. I thought this was going to look like shit. Like, you know, the one Webtoon did was awful. I'm quite happy this has good animation. At least a lot better. They're not gum. They're not. Wait, did you get blocked by YouTube chat because of what you said? Yeah, the trailer did not make this look good. This looks way, way better. Everyone has to see your shame. Her boobs are bigger than Dan. Okay, wait, stop. Dan. Why? Why did you say that? Why did you say that? Why did you say that on God's earth? Like, we're here on earth with God right now. Why? Tell me why. Go on. No, I agree with you that they are bigger. But why did you need to say it? Like, we all thought it, and we all went, okay, whatever. It's just anime. It's for the ease of drawing. Why did you feel the need to point out that her boobs were bigger? What is your agenda here? Tell me. Why does my chat have a gooner in it? 2 gooners, Kiki and Danray. Today, I have 2 gooners in my chat. This is actually the worst day ever. We all, not me. That's, oh yeah, in the anime showed self-restraint. I gave her smaller boobs. It's crazy. The OP, too. But like, you know, it looks good though. Looks good. Everyone looks very like accurate in terms of like color palette and style. I was like, I forgot who Link was entirely, and then it took me singing him in the coffee shop for my brain to link all the information back. Link. And it needed my brain to get all the information together. The app did get a character intro. Aww. This is a lot cuter than I thought it would be. You know, like, it's quite adorable that she's like, they're just talking about her game, and it feels very like real. Like, the conversation feels very real. You know what I mean? Aww. Okay. Honestly, in terms of speed, I'm quite happy that we're getting like again, it's covering the comic at a reasonable pace. And the thing with animation is actually we'll cover like way more chapters of a comic in one episode because it just doesn't have, it has to like get through it. Not that it has to. It can just get through a lot more stuff because people are moving and talking, and there's no need to have dozens of panels to like show interaction. But I am enjoying the pacing of this episode so far. Nothing feels too fast. It feels a little slow, honestly, if anything. But like not in a way that's gonna cause me any issues. Yeah, it's all the base point. Yeah, it's a great choice. It's a great choice. It's getting to the point. It's covering everything that's important. It's kind of a great episode 1 so far in terms of just setting up like, here's everything we care about. And like, it's not, you know, I hope it gets better. I'm getting to see what Kylie was talking about because I think they were going for like a hand-drawn look to the exterior of the characters, but it just looks a little rough in some places. Like a little rougher than I expected. I don't think they'll get to the sex scenes. No, they will actually. I don't think they'll cut them. But I think they'll use a lot of the rose imagery.
今日はルーシーの出社が遅くなるので、ミーティング用のコーヒーを入れていただけますか？プロジェクトメンバーの人数分で。
承知しました。
Oh, she looks adorable. Everything looks really nice, not gonna lie. I'm quite happy this is good. This is one. No, wait. Do you guys see it? You guys see how weird? They might get to one scene, one like intimate scene. I don't think they'll get to like, or at least a couple intimate scenes. I don't think they'll get to like a proper sex one. But even if they do, I think everything's gonna be imagery. But hey, do you guys see what like? I think this is what I'm seeing. You guys see how like everything looks a little bit off in the outline of the characters? Is that just me? Oh no, wait, I forgot. I have the big highlight thing still on there. You guys, is that just me? Like, I don't know. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Am I tripping? Yeah. It's not like a big deal. It just is something I'm seeing that's like, oh, that's weird. I kind of wish this was voiced by English voice actors. Yeah, I think it looks like a deliberate style change. I just think sometimes it doesn't come off where they may have expected everywhere. The big guy. I think it's airing in Japan too, but I think it was a choice so it could feel more like an anime. It could have gotten English voice actors for this. Does it have an English V8? Maybe I just didn't check. No, it's only got Japanese audio. I'm not gonna lie. Can I say that it feels like Sam's dad will eventually cheat on his wife with one of the workers at the company? Like, I know it's never gonna show up in the comic, but he just always feels like that. And I think that's because of Ned. It's all because of that Try guy. He makes me have these thoughts. I'm just saying he's too much of a wife guy. He is a bit like, he just reminds me of Ned. Oh my god, her rating went up. A lovely little itch.io game doing well is always nice. But that looks like Doofenshmirtz's house. I wonder if this would work on someone here. I feel like what you call it? Kiki is this is the kind of people Kiki likes. These are Kiki's people. The front desk staff lady. Oh. Important advice for everyone. As a person who is deeply interested in laundry, chat, look at this stain. I'm gonna show you a stain. You just saw it. I want to just tell you how to get this stain out of your clothes. This is actual genuine advice. This is not a joke. The best way to get coffee stains out of your clothes, seriously, is soak it in a get like one of those oxygen boosters for washing clothes. Soak it in that. Put like one or two of those in a big in a little bucket of water. Put this outfit in there. soak it in that for a bit. It should break down some of the color and like kind of whiten it a little bit. Not whiten, but like it's an oxygen bleach. It'll get rid of some of the staining. After you do that, wash it. After you wash it and you pull out, if the stain is still there, then you might need to invest in some hydrogen peroxide spray. Spray it, put it in a dark place, and that will get the stain out. Because getting the actual liquid out is very easy. With the stain itself, like the dyeing on the fabric, you might need to use some hydrogen peroxide bleach. If that still doesn't work, then you may need to get, like, because it's an acidic substance, you may need to get a little bit of, and if it's a white outfit as well, you may need to get a little bit of like regular bleach, and you can bleach it out. But that you have to be really careful with that. That could just destroy the whole outfit. But yeah, that's it. That's laundry advice. Walking around with one brown boob is crazy. I wish it was a laundry stream, man. Oh, and dish soap really does a lot of work too for getting rid of stains. Forgot about that. Oh my god, he's amazing. Oh, what the fuck? Her dad is 3 rooms away, my guy. If it works for the ducks. Sam, is this what you do when you talk to French women? If you don't know this, Thrill Gates has an obsession with French girls. He has directly told me this in many conversations. Insane behavior. Insane behavior. Taking off your shirt, putting it on your female coworker, who is also the daughter of the CEO. If I wear this, what will you wear? That's not. He has a fucking wardrobe. You know, this is the best way to make your coworkers think that you're sleeping with each other. He could have just opened the closet. This is the best way. He's going to fucking kill him. He's going to get the delivery man murdered. He's just stupid. Wait, hold on, wait. Again, this is how you make your coworkers think you're sleeping with your boss, right? They're gonna be like, oh, she's the CEO's daughter and she's sleeping with the boss. Intentional alpha move. He could just, like, this is so fucking stupid. I'm enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. This is the kind of, you know what this anime makes me think of? This is the kind of anime you watch with like 5 people. Or like at least with like someone you really fuck with, right? Because then you can both talk over the anime while it's watching. Because it's not interesting enough to watch without talking about it. I don't know, does that make sense? Oh yeah, and he turned the lights out and closed the window. You just saw the CEO's daughter walk into a room and has been in the room for a while. The lights are off. And then when she comes out, she's wearing the manager's shirt. Dog. Do you guys see what's behind him? Do you guys see that statue? One second. I'm trying to think of not lo-fi. It's not lo-fi. Ah, yeah. This is what it made me think of. Yeah. It's David. Yeah, it just made me think of. I was like, it made me think of this because this is like a vaporwave album called song called Macintosh Plus, and it has like a statue of David picture in it too. And I don't know what I was seeing. Oh my god. Okay, I'm fine. Why is it just a 3D model? Texture it. Whatever. That's also just a 3D model. That's also just a 3D model. That's what she does in her fucking comic. She has these untextured models just sitting everywhere. Why are they doing this too? I'm so tired. No. Webtoon accuracy is crazy. 3D model fucking the blinds are 3D models. Is she not at her desk? The licking is crazy. No. Why the fuck is it licking her? The fact that the thing licks her is actually unhinged, baby. What do you mean? That actually is sexual assault. I can't. That was upsetting to watch. That was actually upsetting to see. Oh god, it's so close. Friendship's got a tattoo.
落ち着いてください、チャールズ。
チャールズ。
確かにあなたはこの部署のトップとして誰を雇い、誰を解雇するかについての権限を持っています。でもルーシーはクビになるようなことは何もしていないんです。彼女は私の服を洗ってくれている心優しい女性です。それでも彼女を問いただすというなら、そして場合によってはクビにするというのなら、その前にオフィスにふさわしくない服装をした私をクビにすべきです。
That's lovely.
遠慮はいりません。さあ、上司として決断してください、チャールズ。私をクビにすると。
I want you all to know that I paid Crunchyroll money for this for you. Dog, just tell her to do it herself. Stop touching your coworker that is a woman who's the daughter of the CEO so randomly. She should have just said, I'll tell my father to fire you, frankly. Like, what do you mean? Why are you glad? You're going to walk out. What are you fucking mean, man? You know what? I said that she wasn't. I said that Let's Play wasn't funny, and I still don't think the comic is funny. But I'm not gonna lie, the people who animated this shit, and I know it's based off the comic, but people who animated this shit, they funny as hell. Like, I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema, chat. I'm sorry. We live in a post Let's Play anime world now. This is actually really good. For a first step, it's pretty good. Yeah, Samara being a whole thing. Yeah, I mean, look, they've kind of shortened on some of this because I think this is a one season anime. I think this is a guaranteed one season anime. I don't think this is a multi season. This is going to be like Grimoire of Fire and Ash. So Grimgar of Fire and Ash. Like it's a one season anime that needs to just be a marketing tool. You know? So we're about 80% through. Hey, guys, when we get to the end, I want everyone to just give me their actual opinions on this. Like, give me a reasonable opinion. Don't just write like a half-baked thing. Wait, what? Why is her account blocked because somebody made fun of her? That still doesn't make sense, by the way. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But no, but that still shouldn't get your account taken down on any platform. HIO wouldn't do that. Like, I also do understand the fact that the whole point is that Marshall is literally a stupid person. This guy, hey, stop. Everything I criticize is reasonable. This guy is not me and white. He's just an asshole. Like, martial law doesn't actually know how to play a game. I would have at least played the game like 9 different ways before I criticized it. I would have tried everything in the book to play it before I criticized it. This guy did not attempt to give anything a chance. Do not put me and that idiot's name in the same place. Marshall's delivery was, I'm not gonna lie, that was off the dome. Crying crazy. Off rip. Couldn't do it. Like, that was personal. Yeah, that was actually really personal. Marshall isn't even white. Shut up, Sim. Look at how they paint him. He's white now. If they want him to be any other race, maybe don't draw him white. Strong argument. Sim being like, the lore. Sim, I don't care about your lore. If you paint a man white, he's a white man. One of the dogs I look after, his name is Marshall. Marshall literally barks at 2 a.m. for no reason. Sometimes Marshall will just bark at 2 a.m. because he hears foxes outside. And then what he'll do is he'll like run to the window and try to jump out the window. Oh yeah, Bowser looks great. Bowser looks great. That's a lie. You can choose your class. You can't choose your build. You can choose your class. You can't choose your build. But fair enough. I have these headphones. This is all I wanted to say. I have these headphones. All right, guys. Thoughts, because I have many thoughts. I say have many. I have like 2 thoughts. But I had a good time. Still don't like the OP. I never really like ending songs, so it's not unusual for me to just not be interested in them. And I know that like anime OPs and ending songs are like mostly for marketing bands. I get that. The webtoon version is like actual trash. This was pretty good. This is pretty good compared. Like I had a fun time. It was funny. The animators have like a good sense of like comedy, you know? Way better than Tower of God season 2. Crazy. That's actually crazy shit to say. I'm still annoyed that it's not in English. Yeah, my expectations were actually down the drain, and they met them all. And I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good work. You know? They could have completely failed, and they didn't. Yeah, no. I mean, look, I think if you're a fan of Let's Play, this anime is going to be a good time for you. You know? I'm not a fan of the new art style in a lot of ways, but in a lot of other ways, I had a good time with it. You know, I'm quite glad that of the 3 projects that we know that she's working on, I'm quite glad that at least this one turned out fine. Because the other 2 not turning out fine was actually beginning to fucking grate on me. Like, it was actually beginning to grate on me significantly. With Dragon King Oath not being out and Everdate not being done, I was getting to the point where I was like, maybe this woman shouldn't be in charge of anything. But, you know, that was fun. Anyway, time for the ad break. Time for the ad, chat. What's the ad? Today's stream is sponsored by me. Me. I'm still working on words and pictures. I've outed the theme. This website should be up by like tonight, tomorrow morning. We're just trying to work on it. But I'm still working on words and pictures website. Isn't it great? Isn't it grand? Isn't it beautiful? We have finally fixed a bunch of things about the website. We even fixed the reader. In fact, let me show you. The voting works. The reader works. Yeah, it's fine. It's gonna be up tonight. The reading works. Look. Scroll works. Oh, wait. Oh, is that left to right? Is that double page? Oh, you know, it works pretty good. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm really looking forward to what everyone's gonna upload. The more announcement stuff is gonna go on social media platforms when everything on our end with the code is done, but should be up as hopefully tomorrow at the latest. I'm trying to make the time. A lot of this is just we're being held up by code. We're being held up by websites and code and bugs that we're finding last minute. Other than that, it's going well. And for people who are like part of the collective, some of this all this tech goes into the collective website. So people who have expressed interest in joining, all of the tech for reading and all the tech for the comics and all the tech for handling accounts is going to be reused later. So this for us is mostly a test of that. And I think we're doing a pretty good job, a pretty damn good job of it. So yeah, I hope you guys like what you see. As again, just for creators who are like, you know, what does it look like when you upload something? Oh wait, my submission there. When you upload something, it just, oh, actually, you know what? I'll show you the entire upload sequence. Why not? Let's do that together. We have some things that are still being worked on, obviously, but I say still being worked on. They've been worked on. You make your comic. Let's put a title. What's a good title? Kiki Gunner. Kiki is in love with Naruto Sexy Jutsu. Right? You make it, the description isn't going to be shown, but at least not immediately. But you make it, and then you get this. All of our images work on aspect ratio, so you see this? You just need to upload a 7x10 cover, and it works. Any 7x10 cover works. The image I'm going to upload is quite literally a 7x10 cover. Oh, wait, let me switch to this view. The image I'm going to upload is quite literally a 7x10 cover that is like 2100 by like 3000. Okay. Like it doesn't care. As long as it uploads successfully, it updates successfully. Look, see? The entire image is there. And that entire image is going to be viewed in the entries page too. And when you add your pages, it's a pretty easy process, as I've shown you before, but I'm just going to show it again on this stream so people can see it. You literally just upload them. You upload them, you go into wherever you have them, you upload them, whatever order you select them is how they get uploaded, by the way. So it's really based on how you select them. I'm going to just select some. All the pages have been selected. They all upload. The contest maxes you out at 20 pages, but when we use it in the actual tech, it won't do that. And of course, you can reorganize your comic by literally just dragging and saving the order every time. Once you do that, everything works out. And everything has a feedback. At least its main thing is supposed to have feedback. But of course, there might be bugs, so just let us know. And when you go to the entries page, once you've done, one last thing. Oh, this needs to vanish, but it's fine. Anyway, when you go to the entries page, you just go to submit. Just click submit. You click submit, the entry will appear in the entries page. Look, see? Kiki Gunner. Oh my God. Kiki Gunner. And you can just read it. I'm pretty proud of this, Stark, because this took forever. And I think tech is really a really important part of making comics. I just wanted to show you that. Back to the news. You better submit that right now. This isn't going on the live site. We're fine. I'll unsubmit it. Unpublish. Happy? You're rude and mean. Let me see if it's even gone. Oh, it's not gone. It's gonna be there, bro. Oh, great. I found a bug. Excellent. Thanks, Kiki. Okay. Last 3 pieces of news. Naver Webtoon Disney deal is really interesting. 2% sale to Disney of the company, part of the deal. I don't have a lot to say about it. I just think it's really interesting that that's the move that they went for. Disney has been looking for a place to put their comics, but they're definitely not giving up on Marvel Unlimited. So this is probably a way for them to move Disney comics, not Marvel comics, So they're going to obviously move some, but I don't think that's the purpose. Another anime is also doing really well, Hero Killer. I got an adaptation. I just thought I'd mention it because we just watched the Let's Play one. There's a Korean Expo event in Madrid. I can actually go to this one. I'll think about it. September 20. Oh, it's already gone. Okay. There was a Korean Expo in Madrid. So that was fun. And I think the one I really wanted to show people was the Global Comics one. Yeah. This is the one I really wanted to show you guys. So Global Comics recently announced that they have a deal with Marvel, and Marvel is arriving on the 15th of October. Marvel Comics is going to be arriving day and date. It's going to be all part of Global Comics Gold. But not every book will be part of Global Comics Gold. So again, this is the thing where Global Comics has been confusing me from the beginning. You pay a subscription fee, fine, and then you don't get access to everything. You get a subscription fee, and a significant amount of content is basically behind a paywall. You have to pay additional money, like all of Kodansha, pretty much. You have to pay for. I have a Global Comics Gold subscription, and it costs $8 to buy most of Kodansha. And I doubt Marvel is going to be any more competitively priced. Why would they? And then you guys might be like, Nen, what does that matter? Well, the reason it matters is because, so let's look at this. Let's look at this example. This is Eden 033, volume 33, right? It's $9.99. If I go to Amazon and I look up Eden 033 and get it for $8 on Kindle, so like Amazon Kindle is already a better deal than the one on Global Comics, and I have the subscription, so I have it for $1 less. Right? Imagine you're already paying a $6 to $8 a month subscription, so you're paying a subscription, and you have this, right? But then Kindle gives it to you for less. But fine, you can't compete with Kindle for a lot of reasons. Whatever. The paperback costs as much as the digital edition. Why don't I just buy the paperback? This still doesn't make sense to me. Like this plan, this whole rollout still doesn't make sense to me. I can buy the physical edition of this book for cheaper than this manga cost. And I could take that book everywhere. And I'll have a book at the end of it. And the book will live in my shelf and I could show people and I could experience it and I could probably collect all of the books for the price of buying all of them here. What's the point? I truly ask this because I don't understand. Maybe it's me. Is it me? No, like chat, unironically, like as creators, what do you think the value add is for the audience member, right? Because you're like as a creator, your goal is to sell content for reasonable prices, right? And so you sign up to a platform where you're like, fine, I'm going to make less money, but the point is that I shift volume. I shift significantly more book copies to people's hands and eyes, and later when I release something, that's going to be valuable because they got to read it through a subscription, and now when they want to pay me for it, right? I think the method of sub on top of still paying is stupid. Okay, that's fair, Sim. I have a problem with it, but I don't know. I wondered if it was me for a really long time because I thought maybe I was just being a big baby about it, but now the Marvel stuff is coming out, and that's also going to go through some of this because the Marvel stuff isn't all going to be available through the Gold subscription, as was said in their own message, unless I'm misreading it. And so Marvel's going to come on here. It's going to charge money. DC's already on here, and I'm paying subscription for most of the DC books, but then there are also DC books that cost money. Hold on, let me actually see something. This is the Flash 2024 annual, okay? That just arrived. That costs $3 even if you have gold. That costs $5.39 even if you have gold. $5.99 if without gold. I'm just gonna see something. I'm genuinely looking into this. Oh God. The Kindle version costs $5. It's already cheaper than if you have the subscription. What is the physical? Is there a physical version of this? Is there a physical version of this book? I hope there isn't. Like I'm really trying to understand if it's me. But I still can't. Okay, there's only an ebook version. So the ebook version already exists, is cheaper. Fine. What about this? This is all Flash content. This is the Flash 2023 issue number 20. It's $3.59 on Global Comics. That's actually a really good price. $4 for it is actually not that bad. And I'm going to Amazon specifically because, like, you know, oh God. Okay. The Kindle version is $3. It's roughly the same price. Fine. Does this just not have any physical versions? Does this just not have any physical copies? I guess it doesn't. I guess Flash 2023 doesn't have many physical copies. Okay, fine, fair enough. So Flash 2023 is a mostly digital release that costs less everywhere, but here. Hold on, wait, I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna go to the place. I'm gonna just check this. This is the pirate site, and I know we shouldn't read on here, but I just wanna see something. Is it here? Oh. Hold on. Okay. So they have issue 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So they have up to 26, right? Okay. Cool. And the pirate site has it's one issue short. Okay. Am I missing something? Sorry, I'm sorry if I just like kind of zoned out for a second, but am I missing something right now? Like, how much does a subscription cost on Global Comics? I just want to know. I just want to know because something is not making sense to me. Oh, lol. Did they take away my subscription? Lamau. No way, I've never actually bought one. That's what it is. So now it's funny number. $69 a year. Are they being serious? No. That's just a mistake. That's just because 18% off is about $69 a year. So it's about $7 a month. So you pay $7 a month, you get all the other books, and then when you go to read this book, you have to pay additional money. So every month, let's say you buy a book, you're spending about $10 a month for access to all the books plus an individual copy of each book. Okay, that's still not unreasonable. But then those books cost less than other places. And a lot of the comics are also available in other places and also on the pirate site. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just gonna think about this and I'm gonna hate my conclusion I come to, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I literally have been thinking about this nonstop for the entire day, and it's why it's on the topic list. I don't know. Because the thing is, like, some users will only come in for specific content, and then there's no financial reason to do this here for some of the content. You know? Yeah. Well, either way, we had a good time with Let's Play. Like, that's all I got to say. We had a good time with Let's Play, so that was fun. Now, chat, can you tell me, what have I missed? What do I not understand? What am I missing here? What am I missing with the content we talked about? Is there any news I don't know about? You guys know stuff that I don't know? You guys feeling good? Is it a good weekend? Sorry I haven't streamed in so long. I'm just transitioning away from that. Sorry I haven't streamed in so long. So it's my bad. Why is there Tylenol? Because I'm a Tylenol baby. Any further questions? No? Thank you. Why do people hate me for being a Tylenol baby? Why is the community attacking me? You know, it's not my fault that Tylenol gave me autism. I'm EP too. I'm EP. Oh, I literally I've become a brunch guy, everyone. I've become a brunch guy. I went to one of the whitest neighborhoods in my location, and I ate brunch there. And I was literally the only black person for like 15 miles. I'm not even kidding. I walked literally like 10 miles and nobody there was black. I didn't see a single soul. And that's why I went to for brunch. The brunch was good. It was really good, expensive. It was really fun. I had a good time today. I'm sorry that I talk about depressing stuff on a Sunday. The day before you guys go to work, I sit down and I go, I think we're witnessing the death of entertainment. And I sit there and I lose my mind for 5 minutes, and you have to listen to that. As they say in The Bear, fuck brunch. I kind of like brunch. You know, I like paying for a lot of money for eggs and chicken. It was really good food. It was actually a lot more food than I thought it would be. A number of Webtoon series are leaving the platform. I mean, yeah, Webtoon is no longer like the optimal deal, right? Like, and I don't even mean that in like a mean way. Webtoon has changed its priorities in terms of content release, and it's very obvious with the 2% Disney acquisition. Along with that Webtoon is prioritizing high value content, minimal effort on. No, that's the wrong thing. Not high value content. Content with high amounts of recognition. That's what it is. Content with a lot of recognition to maximize the amount of return and to spend less money coming up with new stuff and more money revamping old stuff into the vertical format. Like, that's what it is. It's cheaper. Again, just for a reminder of how much it costs, right? Any one of these comics, I'm just open any of the Disney ones. I'm going to switch screens real quick. Any one of these comics, like the Avengers one. Let's go to the Amazing Spider-Man one, because I love Spider-Man, and this is actually a version of Spider-Man I love reading. Right, converting Spider-Man to this vertical scroll. Each one of these episodes that you guys see here costs about $75 tops. Oh, you mean like the stuff that's already on their platform is leaving? Yeah, but like they're losing. A lot of their deals are ending, right? Like, they made some of these agreements half a decade ago. The digital agreements are ending. And the creators don't see any point. Like, we're saying the same thing. The creators don't see any long-term life here for some of them, and then the contracts have ended. This would have happened 3 years ago, 4 years ago, like sometime mid COVID. But a lot of them stuck by it and signed additional deals or stayed a little longer because like COVID meant that there was no guarantee of a new job or new opportunity. But some of them are inking deals. Some of them are moving on to other things. Some of them are trying to move away from Webtoon because it no longer aligns with their values. Like there's a lot of people there, I think. I've spoken to 1 or 2 people about it, but not like a million people. I can't imagine there's like a million other reasons than that. It's just the platform no longer aligns with your values. Your contract is up. You're not making significant revenue from it. There are probably better places to go right now, right? Like for 1 or 2, especially if you're already a published creator in an industry where publishing is the main thing that gets you other publishing contracts. Like I don't know. Am I tripping? And like with the rankings coming in, it's made the relationship between the creators like it'll probably, maybe it hasn't, but it will probably make the relationship between the creators a little bit more adversarial than it already is. Now your whole deal is like, if you're Nevermore and you published today, and every time you publish, you're often like here, and then suddenly the Dawn to Come, Love for a Walk, Absolute Regression start beating you, right? You're gonna hate everyone who works on this if you're an unhealthy person. And like a lot of people are unhealthy. That's like not a shocking thing. It might make people act weird. Like even YouTube had to get rid of their own ranking system, which was the trending tab, in terms of like visibility of it. Because the trending tab, this is like really old news, but the YouTube trending tab ended up leading to, this is really, really old, a creator killing themselves a long time ago. And this was a creator that was having a lot of trouble with success. They were like very small. And like somebody they started making content around the same time as, beat them, became big, and got on the trending tab. And they were just like game over. So like ranking systems don't work long term. But I know why they're using it right now. It's a way of encouraging adversarial creativity for the sake of driving user engagement and content, driving user engagement up and like increasing the content creators' desire to burn themselves out. Yeah, I mean they can try it, but it's not going to make them money. Like not as much money at least, or not as much money as quickly. Originals who were there long term and had their comics successful are pitching their new comics. The most continue on Webtoon. That's very true, Linda. A lot of them will stay, but like a good number of them will go, right? Like at the end of the day, Webtoon is a great place if you are already used to the way it works and you find that to be comfortable and easy. Especially right now within the significant economic downturn, why would you risk your check? But at the same time, there's a lot of reason to go somewhere else. Yeah, the new front page does focus way more on originals, but it always did. Am I wrong? It always focused on originals. What did you mean, like originals from the US? Because it's always focused on originals. That's one thing I do know. Like one of their biggest criticisms was that. Yeah, the pay. If you're satisfied with the pay, the messaging, the behavior, if you're satisfied with that, why not? I don't look. There's no. Oh, okay. You mean used to be? Yeah. No. It's always been focused on all original. I'm confused by that, but whatever. But yeah, if you're satisfied with the pay, yeah. But there's other reasons. There's other people out there looking for stuff to publish right now. Not a lot, but they exist. And 1 or 2 creators I know have changed their entire role in the industry. I don't know if we use the same Webtoon app. Oh wait, do you mean when they did the redesign that they changed it to like that? Because I don't know about you, Linda, but as someone who's been using it for a while, I don't really remember that being canvas focused like ever. It's always been originals focused. On mobile, yeah, on mobile. It's been very originals focused. Like even the last one, you had like it wasn't one row of canvas. You had like original. You had like a good amount of original. Then you had like at the bottom part, like the down at the bottom part, like original like canvas, but it was not canvas focused for sure. Like there was no reason for them to even do that. Like sometimes they would put canvas comics in some of the curated lists, but those curated lists were made by the entire team. Like they just happened to put some canvas ones, but a lot of them were original still. Like I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think that was for other reasons, but I don't agree with the way the app was organized. I don't agree with that one. I think if Canvas was doing better, that was for other reasons. Because there's a lot of reasons why Canvas would be doing better. A lot of creators on Canvas who were not originals yet were also bigger. And it's not tragic. Like a lot of the content and the original content was not getting marketed appropriately. One of the reasons they switched this new layout was to make things a little bit more, I say this with a grain of salt, but a little bit more algorithmic, right? So that you just saw content that appealed to you, and you weren't stuck seeing rows and rows of new comics, but none of them appealed to you what you like to read. Like that was one of the goals of this, right? She's saying, "I'm reading. I need to read." Oh, I mean, yeah, no, fair. Like if we're saying that each individual, yeah, fair, fine, that's fair. I was just confused. I was like, no, they've had a pretty big focus on them, but then I'm realizing you mean like each individual one did not get appropriate advertising. No, that makes complete sense. I just misunderstood that. That's my bad. Wait, what? Like at some point they were releasing what, like an original a day or something, and like it was clogging up the banner, and you couldn't fucking see shit. And like it was always they were so prioritizing the Korean imports, and there were so many Korean imports at one point. You couldn't even tell if anything. You couldn't even tell where anything was at. Like how many new things came out that you even liked, and like the new layout makes it easier to do that, I guess. I mean, I guess the videos are stressing me out. Yeah, the videos are stressing me out though. They keep trying to make me watch the shorts. I don't want to watch the shorts. And and then somebody was talking to me about how like they opened a webtoon and there was a whole page video ad. My home has like a thing that blocks video ad requests, so I don't always see it. But yeah. It was more than 3 or 4, I believe. Because let me check. It might have been exactly 3 or 4. It was a lot though. It was a lot of Korean imports. Are we reaching the webtoon bubble burst? No. No, we're not even in a bubble yet. They used to do one new comic for a week each month, and then it was 3 comics per day for a week, and then it was like almost every day. Yeah. It got crazy. You had a half-page ad on mobile. Somebody got a video ad when they opened the chapter. I don't get the ads, but then sometimes my app stops working, and I'm just like there, and it's because I keep blocking the ads with my router. So and I have to like restart everything. It's like a whole thing. Like the webtoon strategy for monetization is kind of weird. And the thing is, they're up. They're up. The money's up. Not, the funny's not up, but the money's definitely up. They've spent heavily on the video episodes. No, I have not talked about the video episodes because I haven't refused. This is the watch the series stuff, right, Radar? Because I've refused to watch any of them. I've refused. I've tried my best to avoid watching any video episodes, but there are video episodes of webtoons. they like look, they guys, I told you that they want to make a platform called Cuts. I told you about Cuts, right? You guys, I don't know if you guys remember this. I talked about this like 2 months ago or something. Webtoon is working on a video platform called Cuts, and the whole point is that it's basically TikTok, but for webcomic videos. So like they're just gonna put that in the app. They're gonna make Cuts a thing. You're all going to be watching like fucking AI generated webcomic slop. I actually think it's gonna be a lot closer to I'm gonna say this because I know all the gay people in my chat have done this. You guys watched those like terrible like dramas that are like the boss and his mistress, and it's like a bunch of shorts that link together into one story, and you're watching like a dozen shorts to get to like the whole story, and it usually has its own app and shit. I don't think they're gonna move the videos. But I think it's gonna be a lot closer to that. It's gonna be a lot more like they might end up having an original video comic idea, and it'll be something like that, where it's just like a bunch of drama stuff, and they can like throw into ads, and then the ads can then lead you to the cuts, and then you can watch your whole drama thing drawn and set up, and then somebody will take all the cuts, put them together, and put them on Daily Motion so Sim can watch them. Like I think that's where that video content is at. I don't know. I don't think the video comics are as big of a thing as they want us to think, because they're quite an expensive endeavor. And they try not to show us the engagement on them, but like the engagement on them doesn't seem huge. Maybe that's just me. I watch other people recap those stories is nuts. Because it means that you know they exist, you see them, and then you go, nah, I'm gonna watch the recap video. I'm not gonna watch 65 shorts to understand this fucking drama. A whole YouTube channel that's just like reading out, like summarizing hundreds of pages of comics. I mean, the thing is, Linda, we're not the target demographic, 100%. And I think the young people are going to enjoy them a little bit. My question is just like the long tail of the product. This is less about whether or not it's for me. Because like when I say I don't think it's going to catch on the way they think it is, I'm not talking about me. Like I don't like a lot of things. What I'm talking about is like when I see these things, what I do is I actually just go and ask children what they think about it. It's much faster. Like if you make content, if you want someone to understand what the young people are doing, you just ask them. It's way faster and way easier. And I go and I ask them. I ask young people who read comics. I know 5 specific young people who I talk to specifically about comics to check whether this thing is getting on. And one of them is a niece, one of them is a nephew, and like the other 3 are like friends' kids, right? And they don't talk to me very often. They don't know me like that. They're not my friends. They're not like, none of that's happening. So it's not like they're talking to me and they have my opinion. And so what I do is I just show them. I just say, hey, what do you think about this? And like, would you like something? And I asked the first people, I'm like, would you like something like this? Would you like it if it was more catered to the content you like? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, I'm done. I'm saying I'm talking to like a 14-year-old. I'm asking them this question, right? Like they're the future generation. Or do you mean like the babies? Because honestly, fair enough. Maybe it is for like the 8, 9, 7-year-olds coming up. As long as they still keep the reading part, I'm good. I think the children should read. Yeah, but they like read out the lines. The children don't have to read. Like that's the problem. They read it out. Like there's one that's playing on my phone right now. I'll just open it. This is actually, you know what? I'll play this one. This is Osora.
The Calaveras Kingdom.
Like they're just reading it. So like you don't like the like you don't have to read anything. The children will not read. The children will not read, guys. They will watch the video. They will watch the video and they will watch the AI video summary. The babies will never read. We have lost them. Reading comprehension is going to reach an all-time low. The comic dubs will take them away. I should have kept making comic dubs, man. I should have kept making comic dubs. I'd been rolling in bank. I'd been rolling in cash money. We used to be a society. We used to have someone and their friends read the webcomic, and that was the way it was. Now what happened to us? We have video episodes. Other people read for us. The good old days. Oh my God, we live in the future. We do live in the future, don't we? I wonder, I'm not gonna lie, I'm curious what the actual metrics on the video episodes are, like the proper metrics on them, because they don't show them in the thing, but I'm very deeply curious as to how well they're performing overall, how many new readers they're getting into this comics overall, because, and I'm sure we're gonna see that data in the next quarterly report, because this is like a big thing for their content. Why do you want to put it on 1.25x? What is wrong with you? Why do you want to watch every video on 1.25x? Also, you can put it on 1.25x. If you hold it, it will go to 2x. If you hold the video, it goes to 2x. They would admit if it failed, but they wouldn't admit it like directly. What would likely happen is like they would just stop running it. Like the video services would just get fewer and fewer and fewer, and then not happen again. Oh God, the limited time unlock. I hate getting ads, but I usually don't get ads on any of my apps. It's too fast if you're a cow. Put the subtitles on. It doesn't have subtitles, does it? I love that the graphic novels all have trailers. I completely forgot to check this. I never read any of the graphic novels. I just didn't see it. But yeah, this is Tumblr TV. Guys, we have Tumblr TV now. I hope you're happy. The youth is gonna love it. Comic dubs are back, and they're in, and they're big, and they're huge. Webtoon cannot eat rocks, I'm sorry. Look, I know we have anger for them, but like, it's upsetting to say this, but Webtoon's the only one not doing anything ghoulish. Like literally, throughout this entire process, even when they think about doing something ghoulish, they haven't actually pushed forward anything ghoulish yet. Like, the worst thing I can say is that they want to become a monopoly, which is the goal of every business, apparently. So, right now, they're not the bad guy. They've not done anything insane yet. Like, honestly, the biggest insane thing they've done is they're trying to close Translate down. And closing down Translate to me is like one of the worst things you could do, but that's a personal thing. That's like a personal. Because I used to use Translate a lot. I don't use it anymore, but there was a time when I was reading translated versions of a lot of comics just to see what it was like, just to learn. And also when I was learning French a lot again, it was very helpful. But them getting rid of Translate is like legitimately a crime, a travesty. And it's the worst thing ever. And there's no logical reason. Nobody can give me a logical reason. Like multiple people have tried to like argue different reasons, and like none of them make sense. There is no reason to get rid of Translate. And I think the entire reason is that they just don't care. They never really supported it anyway. And now that they have a whole in-house team that they pay to do translations, they don't want anyone to do translations without the in-house team. They don't want anyone to have access to any of the comics without the in-house team giving authorization. And so here we are. And I think some of these comics have like, there's going to be a massive L for preservation of content Some of these comics are like almost fully have multi-language trans support in like 30, 40, 50. Like one of them had like 40 languages. I think I'm thinking of Lore Olympus or something. Oh, so I'm just telling you what translate services people don't know. Webtoon Translate or translate.webtoons.com was literally a website where you would go. In fact, I'll show you what it looked like when you were on Webtoon. Let's go to Unordinary because this one has some of the most translations of any comic. Well, what happened is you would be reading Unordinary, right? And if you didn't read English, on a lot, this used to show up. Doesn't show up anymore. There was a bottom thing down here under first episode that would show you all the languages it was available in, and that was all because people would manually on their own sit down and translate every webtoon that they were interested in into other languages as a way of creating accessibility. And also, people would translate webtoons that, like, multiple people would translate the webtoon, so you would get the best version. And you could even authorize that the version that was good, right? Like, you could be like, oh, I really liked this version. So every translation wasn't kept. One second. I didn't know there was a new Tower of God. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, just me. It's just my fault, honestly. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, here it is. See, translated by fans. Here, right? This is it. This is the feature. And then you would just click like Japan, or you go to More Plus. Look, unofficial translations. Most of the episodes were translated even into Hindi and multiple languages that you just were never gonna get it at all. I think like it was crazy. And then when you would go translate, you would go and be able to read them. It was still a bit of a pain in the ass, but especially in the early days, this was the best way to access a lot of episodes of Webtoon if you didn't speak English, because there weren't multiple web versions of Webtoon, and Webtoon wasn't everywhere, right? Like we didn't have Webtoon FR and all that stuff. So a lot of the early French versions of Webtoon were all from here. Like that, to be very upfront and upfront about it. I'm trying to find like a good example of a translation. So let's look at Noblesse. So Noblesse had all these languages: Arabic, Bengali, Bulgarian, Chinese, both versions of Chinese. Yeah, it was never meant to be easy to click. They didn't like the feature. From day one, they didn't like the feature. They made the feature as like a stopping point because they didn't want to admit that they weren't going to support all these languages. But like, they weren't going to support all these languages. And like, it was very important. These were like contributed by lots of people over a really long amount of time. And all these translations are going to die. Like this is an effort by the community that loved this place, right? And all of these transitions are going to die. None of them will remain. None of them will ever exist again. And in terms of preservation, this is one of the biggest travesties I've ever seen. It genuinely. I don't say this in like a joking way. Like The Girl from Class is a comic that I really like, right? And it's available in like so many languages, in at least partially, if not almost entirely translated. I think the French version is entirely translated and was translated here first, right? Webtoon has never released the actual official French version, as far as I remember. But this version has always existed, and it's one of the first ways you could read the comic by Subong Park. And Subong is a really good writer, right? And this is a great way for his content to get recognized without being torrented. And I just think it's sad. That's it. I think it's sad. Like, there's no deep thing. There's nothing to deep here. All the major languages it was fully translated in, and in things like Japanese, it was partially translated in. But like, you know, even a freaking Persian. Somebody sat down and translated how many chapters into Persian? Most of the comic is in Persian. There's like 50% of the comic or 60% of the comic is in Persian. Why? Who did this? Let's look at it. Oh, you have to log in. Yeah, it was always a pain to use this website. And they never updated the website. It's looked like this since like 2013, 14. Like, it just looked like this the whole time. It's never been updated. It's never been worked on. It's never had any changes to it. You could become a contributor, and becoming a contributor didn't get you anything. Like, you just translated the text in the box. That's it. And I think maybe they've trained an AI to do this now off of all the data from the people translating. They're not going to do it anymore. That might be part of why they're getting rid of the people. It was like a big deal. It was like supposed to be a big community thing. And I don't think you got anything for it. Yeah, I don't think you got literally anything for it. It sucks. This was like evidence of the fact that the community was like was a big deal. Oh yeah, and also stuff in the other countries were getting translated. Because like I think some of the other countries' content that wasn't available here was getting translated on Translate. So you didn't have to go, like if there was something in Webtoon Germany or something, or Webtoon, no, specifically Webtoon Thailand actually, that was good. You could just come and read it here. I think this is translated into English. Let me check. Yeah, this is an entirely Thai comic. This is entirely Thai, and like now you can read it. Without this service, you could never read it. And like now this is gonna go away, and you will never ever be able to read this. Because they will never translate it. Like even if you could only read the 2 chapters, you will never be able to read it. They'll never translate it. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of these comics like that. That were originally only available in like one region or one space. I don't know. Perhaps I'm a fool for thinking it's important, but yeah. Such is life. Eh? Like Born from Death. I don't remember where Born from Death is from. It's not an English webtoon, right? This has been fully translated into English. The entire comic is translated. You will probably never be able to read this again unless people take it and put it on the torrent sites, in which case we're all going to go back to piracy. What is the point of getting rid of this? It's just depressing, man. Like I don't have any big like takeaway here. It's just sad. All these people put in hours and hours of work, translate something over the course of like multiple years, right? Multiple years. From like 2017 all the way till now. They've put in their heart and soul into this. And like after this is, when this service is gone, no one will read this. It's really funny that episode 1 was translated in 2025, but whatever. Like the final translation. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's just every single thing that has happened with the big companies is that they're just making people more like a pirate right now. And that's a little bit annoying. I don't have any deep like thing to say because it just is stupid and weird and annoying. I don't know, it makes me sad. Sorry, I teach in a school full of Muslim kids, and so when I see the word jinn, I laugh because the kids get really afraid if you say the word, if you talk about jinns. That's it. But yeah, you know, such is the nature. We don't understand the complex and deep thought of Webtoon. I don't understand it, and you know, I wish they even at least said there was a program for helping protect this content. You know what I mean? Like the end of service update doesn't talk about what's going to happen to all the translations. There's no download option for your translation records. You won't be able to see your records after they're done. You can't even download everything you've done for years. All your work is going to basically vanish up in smoke. Honestly, I still have no idea why this isn't just going to become inactive. Like 26th of November, the service will be gone. You can't make accounts now already, which, yeah, that's part of the purpose. But after that, it's done. Yeah, this is, I mean, no, it's not like that because at least HBO Max made money. Yeah, HBO Max made money off of that, Sim. This doesn't benefit them at all. It doesn't really lose them any significant revenue either. I don't know. I think what bothers me is that there's no way to get your information. Like I think that's the thing that bothers me the most. You did all the work, and there's no way to get all the work you did back. It just dies. You know? That's just sad. Anyway, that's the nature of comics, guys. You just don't understand it. You just don't understand how important this is. They lost more money than they saved. Here, there isn't a reason to preserve any of it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, here here it's losing more than it saves, and it's in terms of the community. And they could have encouraged the service and made it something really valuable. Somebody said an argument that they can't own the translation. They can. They can own the translation if they want to. They can make everyone sign a contract that says all translation belongs to Webtoon. They don't give a fuck. They could literally say contribution is donation. And like, done. No one's going to sue them over that because it doesn't matter. Because if you're sitting down translating fucking Kubera at the dead of at 3 a.m. in the morning, I don't think you give a shit. I don't think you care enough. But, you know, maybe it's just me. You know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. The service being gone is probably going to be one of the saddest parts of old Webtoon being gone. Like this for me represents everything about what Webtoon used to be being no longer existing. This is not real anymore. Webtoon is no longer the company that it used to be, and that's for the better and for the worse. Because in some ways, I think that's a good thing. In some ways, I think that's going to be the beginning of us losing the connection we once had with this company. But I guess that's inevitable. Yeah, the thing is they make you take down all fan translations because they think it loses them money. But the thing is, and this is something that Chinese comics learned a long time ago, just take the fucking fan translation. It's usually pretty good. Like, just read it, and if it's pretty good, guess what? Pay them for it. They'll take less than market rate, significantly less than market rate, because they already did most of the work anyway. So they're happy to even get any money. And guess what you do? Publish it. Publish it, put their names in it. That's how you start two people's careers in translation. Get yourself two reliable translators who can actually do work and have done work for a really long time and have hands-on experience with your content and working with your content, right? Like that's like a long-term move because it secures you useful, useful pawns. And that's what translation have been used for the whole time, but they never did that. They never did that. They've just paid other people significantly more money for work that they could have gotten for less money. I don't know. Like they've erased the connection of the community to the company. And this is something that a lot of them are doing. Community relationship with the company is like, a lot of these platforms is at an all-time low. I hate to say it, and I don't hate to, I actually kind of love to say it, but the only people doing it right now are our boys over at Namikomi. I salute you, friends. Friends of the show, Namikomi. You're the only ones who have done nothing wrong because you've done nothing. And I don't even say that in a mean way. You've just not done anything. And by doing nothing, you've done nothing wrong. Linda, like, I understand the legitimacy aspect, I guess, but like, they're already Webtoon. Like, people still don't take Webtoon seriously. Why are you trying to buy legitimacy? Just be fucking like raw, and you will still get legitimacy because you're $1 billion corpo. But also, I see you. You're not crazy. But like, it's not the first time Webtoons does something illogical. But we still have Namikomi. Namikomi, don't even try to do anything. Just keep being yourself. Everyone loves you. We love the fact that you do nothing wrong because you do nothing. I'm not even trying to be mean. I actually really mean this. Namikomi, my beloved, neutral good. The social platform doesn't even work. I don't even use it. But you know what? I love you guys. I truly do love you guys because you're so legitimately normal. By doing nothing insane, you have made us all feel safe. Okay, Comic Fury is like great for the community, but like I don't think Comic Fury is where people should go. I still don't agree with that. Comic Fury is not the future. I still really don't agree with that. I really, really don't agree with that. Comic Fury is not the future. Like I know you hate it when I say that, Sam, but you don't be a simp for Comic Fury. Comic Fury won't fuck you, bro. They're still getting love, though. That's what I mean. I mean, yeah, no, they deserve love. They deserve love, but because they just like by virtue of not doing too much, they have at least not fucked us over as a community, and that is admirable? Question mark. Like, you know, I'm just happy that they continue to not be weirdos. I'm just happy that that's what Nami Komi brings to the table. Not being a fucking weirdo. Just taking your investor money, riding up, doing the right thing for the community. Nami Komi is the guy who didn't fall in that one race. Yeah. Coming first because you just stayed still. You just stayed standing. Not being the fastest, not being even the strongest, just being there. We love that for them. I still don't know what I feel about Nami Komi as a long-term place to publish your content, but at least I'm seeing read numbers that are better. Like, I'm seeing people get reads that are better, like total value reads that are bigger numbers and they're more meaningful and more impactful. And, you know, it's still not like great, but yeah, it's giving 2015 Tapas. It's giving old school Tapas back when it was like, back when it came out, like before it fucked up its own reputation. Well, that's gonna be great. Imagine if Monji came here. Imagine if Monji was like, "I'm gonna publish on Nami Komi instead." That would have been huge. That would have been huge. Nami Komi, why didn't you secure that deal? Drugs and self-harm. Oh, well. Oh, all right. I've talked too much about stuff today. I am tired. I am tired. Is there any questions, any things you guys want to ask me about before I have to, she's on Tapas, yeah. I wish she was on Nami Komi. That would have been funny. And then anyone wants to ask me before I have to leave, what are the questions you guys have? What are your questions? What do you want to check on? Is that comment cool? Barcoded? All right. I'm going to read Barcoded tonight before I go to bed. Read a couple pages of Barcoded on the old Nami Komi app. It'll be fun. Any questions, any check-ins, any thoughts that you want to share? Anything in the world that you have thinking on? If you don't, I'm going to assume that you all are happy with everything and we've talked about it all and then you all hate me. Why does Linda hate me? Can anyone tell me that? Linda's been so mean to me today. That's a complete lie. We're only going to deal with them because she's under the daily episode log system. That makes sense. Like, that allows her to make some extra cash, but still not, like, give up her IP in any way anymore. Do you think there's a light at the end of the tunnel for comics? There's always a light there's always a light at the end of the tunnel for every industry. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel for every industry. I think we should stop. Like, I got a little doomer, but I don't think we should worry about that as much as worrying about what to do for the here and now. I truly still think in the here and now, like, we need to start figuring out how to better access audiences. Like, we need to find a better link between us and the people that make our shit, that read our shit, you know? And we need to enhance that relationship. significantly. Because the reason why companies can do what they do, because unlike in the online video space, we don't have such a deep connection with our audiences that people can't just take them away from us. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, say what you want to say about Jake Paul. He can make insane moves and decisions, and his audience will fight for him. And we don't have that. And that's bad. That's bad. You know, for a content platform based on individuals, content market based deeply on individuals, not having that is akin to having no power. And that's bad. Yeah. How am I? I'm doing great. I'm doing really good. I've been feeling a lot better, doing really well. I had to go to an MRI because my leg is damaged. Hopefully not permanently, but it's pretty bad. But yeah, I'm doing well otherwise. I think it's gonna be fine though. I think I just need to do PT for like a year. I can't run, that's for sure. I can't run anymore. I used to go for runs every night, but now I can't run. It's been rough. There's a lot of social media fatigue and such, and the algorithm just pushing whatever they want. Yeah. Like the platforms have a lot of control over us. And so it's really hard to build a community again. But we need to find some route, some way. And I don't know what the way is. I'm gonna be honest with you, Linda. I don't know. I think I have ideas. I think maybe engaging deeper in local community events is a really important thing. I think maybe engaging in them not in like as a seller, but as an organizer, as a person getting the word out that this is something to do for the weekend, is a way of maybe bringing our audiences back. And maybe we need to stop using Twitter. I can't believe I fucking said it. And maybe we all need to start using Kara. Maybe that's the future. Kara.app. Okay? I admitted it. And we're not going to Blue Sky because the guy hates trans people. I don't have time for that shit. Kara is the future of this industry. Kara app and going to local community events. But unironically, going to more local community events might be a very important thing. And being involved in the organization of more local community events might be deeply important. Nah, I'm not using Kara. It's crazy. Fuck off, Sim. You're actually the problem. Like I think we're so online as webcomic creators that we have forgotten that at the end of the day, what built this industry is people walking into stores and buying shit. And people experiencing other people and people experiencing other comics and covers and buying shit. And perhaps we have lost that connection so deeply. Like, we just gotta go touch some fucking grass. A little bit more. I mean, yeah, I don't care about Blue Sky. You know this. I just wanted a reason to say I don't want to use it. I use Kara for a while, but it's such a ghost town. It's a ghost town. And that's exactly what makes it great, Kiki, because it's a ghost town. Nobody is using Kara. But that's what makes it perfect, because nobody's using Kara, if nobody's using Kara, Kiki, everybody is. I was trying to make the syndrome speech. But like, if nobody's using Kara, that makes it the best place to move everyone online. It's gonna be great. I'm not going back to Tumblr. You can't fucking make me go kill yourself. I'm not going back to Tumblr. No one can make me go back to Tumblr. Not even you guys. The electronic music scene had this exact same problem. And the answer was everyone worked out doing live shows was the answer. So in-person stuff makes sense. I mean, I agree with you, Throgate, and I think that's the move. I think we need to do more in-person events. But you know what I also think we need? And it's something I should be working on harder, and I'm not. We need to show people more in-person events. Like, I need to make more videos about in-person events, because I go to a lot of them. In a year, I go to, like, a lot of them. You know? And I think I should just start fucking filming them. I should just start live streaming the event. I should put a fucking camera on my chest, put a lav mic, take another lav mic, and just do a fucking 15-hour live stream of what it's like to go to a convention. And just leave that up. And be like, conventions are great if you engage with them. Because more people need to know that live events are really worth it. You know? I don't know. Perhaps I am delusional, but these are my thoughts. I think we need to make people realize that live events are great. I think more people need to go to live events. I think we need to do more live events that don't cost money. It shouldn't cost money to engage with an indie art scene, man. It shouldn't be a $15 entry fee. People should be able to get in there for free. It's a fucking empty. Just do your event in the park. Do your event in the park. Go to a park and sell yaoi. Why are we doing this? Go to a park and sell yaoi. That's my fucking conclusion. Everyone needs to go out now to your local green park, and when you set up a stall and you put up a sign that says yaoi for sale here and sell yaoi. Thank you. This is like, I don't give a fuck what the Karens will do, Dan. Don't be a coward. Put up a banister. Make sure everyone knows yaoi is sold here. And if a child walks up to the entrance of the banister area, be like, no. And if people walk up and say you're selling, what you're doing is bad, be like, no. Yaoi involves just men loving each other. Why can't I write books about men loving each other and sell them to other people who love to read about men loving each other? Why? Why? Thank you. Get burned as a demon in the local park. Yaoi Army, give me like 1,000 of your books. I will go to every convention and scream in a megaphone. Yaoi is the future, and yaoi is the only way to make us all happy. And I will sell all your books. I will sell all your fucking books. Unironically, getting a even as the people are desperate. They're desperate for beef. We just need to label it as BL and be like, we're selling BL books. But unironically, get a permit, run a free event in the park, get people coming out into the green spaces, offer fucking free lemonade. Look, I'm gonna say this genuinely. Running a small event quite literally costs like $1,000 tops. That's not that bad if you think about it. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta take a phone call. But I do appreciate you guys always hanging out with me. Let me know any thoughts you have in the comment section. And remember to like the video. Like, share, and subscribe. I love you all. Goodbye. Okay, I need to stop the stream.